My name is Ryan, I'm 31, and I was a trail guide in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. What happened in January 2025 made me quit my job and move to the city. I can't look at the mountains without trembling. This isn't a tourist tale, this is what I saw and fought. I was leading a group of 4 on a night hike to an abandoned gold prospectors camp high in the mountains. We set up tents around midnight, and everything was calm, bright stars, crisp air, silence broken only by the crunch of snow underfoot. I built a fire and went to check the perimeter, as usual. That's when I heard a low, drawn-out howl, and like any wolf or bear. It came from up the steep slope, where no trails led. I shone my flashlight, but the beam didn't reach far, just rocks and snow. The howl came again, closer, joined by a crunch, like something snapping trees. I yelled for the group to stay put and went to investigate, gripping my folding knife, the only weapon I had. I thought it might be a moose or a rock slide. I was dead wrong. At the edge of a cliff, where the dark line of forest began, I saw it. It stood on 2 legs, but it was too big, over 13 feet tall, covered in matted black fur, with clumps hanging like moss. Its arms were long, nearly touching the ground, tipped with claws that gleamed like obsidian. Its face was flat, noseless, with a maw of jagged teeth, and eyes to glowing white voids, like the moon. They locked onto me, and I felt my mind cloud, as if it was rummaging through my thoughts. The air turned frigid, reeking of wet fur and rot. It let out a low, vibrating growl that froze my blood. I stumbled back, tripped on a rock, and fell. It was closer now, though I hadn't seen it move. I raised my knife and shouted for it to stay back. It tilted its head, almost amused, and stepped forward. I lunged, driving the knife into its side. The blade sank in like into rotten wood, but the thing didn't flinch. Instead of blood, black sludge oozed from the wound, smelling of sulfur. I yanked the knife out and ran to camp, yelling for the group to pack up. They'd heard the growl and were already on their feet, panicking. One guy, Tom, grabbed a hatchet for chopping wood and stood by me. The creature emerged from the dark, moving smoothly, like it was toying with us. Tom swung the hatchet, hitting its shoulder. The blow was solid, but it only staggered, letting out that same awful growl. I shoved Tom toward the trail, screaming for everyone to run. We abandoned the tents, the fire, everything, and bolted down the path. Behind us, trees snapped as something heavy pursued. I glanced back once and regretted it. It was coming, not running but taking long, fluid strides, its eyes glowing, and I swear it laughed a low, gurgling sound. Tom tripped, and I saw it reach for him. I grabbed a rock and hurled it, hitting its head. That bought us a second to pull Tom up and keep running. We reached the jeep at the trailhead and sped off, not stopping until we hit town. My knife was still coated in that black sludge, and I threw it away. The rangers said it was probably a bear, but an old native man listened and frowned. He said the mountains hold ancient shadows, woken by gold diggers. They guard the peaks and don't like outsiders. I don't go back to the mountains. Every night, I hear that howl in my dreams. Sometimes, I see those white voids staring at me. It remembers me, and I know it hasn't forgotten our fight.